everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm Emily if you're new here, and today I have another slightly different video to normal. I'm going to be doing a date night makeup tutorial. I've just finished filming my date night hairstyle tutorial, which I'm really pleased with, and if you want to see how we managed this look without being any sort of hairstylist, and I wouldn't say I'm the best at doing my own hair, it was so simple. So do make sure you've hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you will never miss any of my videos, and it is free to subscribe as well. So without further ado, we're going to get straight on with this look. I'm super excited. And I mean, my skin's not perfect at the moment, as you may tell. I've got a few blemishes here and there, so we're going to cover them up and make ourselves feel a bit more confident for date night. Let's get started. So for the first step in this whole process, I start with my primer, and I actually have two that I use, which are these two. First up is the Dior Dream Skin primer, and this is incredible. It is quite pricey, but I've had this since I was 21 and I'm now 24. So it does last a hell of a long time. I mean, I don't wear makeup too much, but it does last for ages. And the second one is this one. This is the Bobbi Brown Golden Glow Illuminating Balm. And I wouldn't say this is the most perfect primer, which is why I do use this one as well. But this gives a really gorgeous illumination to the skin. So it brings out the radiance of the skin and just gives a nice glow for the base. So I am quite generous as well with the base because I just mix them together, and anything that I don't use will go over my neck as well. I also just apply this with my finger. I think that's the best way to get right in the pores. Primers are so soft on the skin. I just love applying a primer. So once I've given that a really good rub in, I then go over with my foundation. So step 2 is the foundation, and again I have two that I sort of range between. This one, which I got more recent, and it's the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. This one is quite a thick foundation, so it really does cover everything. However, it's not always my go-to look with this, and I've had this in my makeup drawer for years again. It is the NARS Finland Light 1 tinted moisturiser basically. And this one is a lighter foundation, so again, because it's a tinted moisturiser, it's not too thick, but if you are trying to cover those blemishes and things, you're probably going to want to go with this. I mix the two, so I do like a bit of both. Again, I'll just dot these around my face, but then I will actually use my makeup brush and sponge with this one. So first up, I go in with one of these foundation brushes and just sort of brush this all around my skin. So I like to go under my chin as well, and also sort of in my hairline, just so that there's not any definite lines, because I really don't like that in makeup. I like it to look as natural as possible. I use my dabbing brush literally in a dabbing motion just to really allow it to soak into each pore and not give like that brush stroke look. Next, I have my concealer, and I have just got the Jouer Macadamia Concealer. I do not like this colour for my skin, but it's the only concealer I've got at the minute, and it is actually a really good coverage. So I will just go under my eyes, and then on any blemishes that I have. And I like to just go around my nose as well. So with this one, you can either use your ring fingers or you can use your dabbing brush again, whichever you feel most comfortable. I might even go over with this and then over with my ring finger. So before we do anything else, I'm going to be doing my eyeshadow, and that is so if any eyeshadow does drop down on my cheek, I can just sort of beauty blend it with my blender and add a little bit more foundation. I'm going to do one eye with you guys, and then I'll just do the other eye on my own. I'm going to be using this Naked 3 palette by Urban Decay, and I think I'm going to be using a bit of the pinky colours. So first up, I'm going to use the lightest colour, which on this one is called Strange. And now I'm going to go over with my darkest colour. So I think I'm going to use this colour, which is Trick. And that really gives a colour pop, that one. I like that one. Perfect. So I'm just going to sort of blend that with my finger as well. And now I'm going to go over with Dust and put that sort of in the centre of my eyelid and blend it out. So I've just caught up with my second eye, and basically what I've done is with the first layer I sort of put it all over my eyelid. That was the lightest colour. I then went over with the darkest colour and just sort of blended that with the brush in circular motions through the crease of my eye, and obviously put more in the corner. Once I'd done that, I then went for my mid colour and just sort of dotted it into the middle, only using a little bit, and then sort of blended them all through together, and this is the finished look. So at this point you could go a little bit under your eye with the middle colour as well, but I'm going to leave it at this because I do quite like this one. You can also add some eyeliner at this point, but again I don't feel like I need it for this look. But I did actually just use my beauty blender like this and just sort of dabbed it under my eye and got rid of any of the fallen eyeshadow. For my bronzer, again, I have two favourites. I have this Hoola bronzer, which I feel like everybody has. It's just such a good colour and it's such a good coverage as well. But I also do have this one, which is the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow palette. I use the bronzer in this. I do actually think I prefer this bronzer, but this one does give a more natural look, and that is what I'm after with this date night look. So I get my bronze brush and I just sort of get a good bit on there and just go over my cheekbones where you would contour your face. So I like to do my cheekbones and just sort of my temple and the top of my forehead as well. So that's just contoured my face a little bit. I'll just go under my chin with the remains of what's on my brush. So that one I didn't use any Hoola, and I am liking the look of this finished result. For this step, I'm going to be using my cream blush. So this is the NARS cream blush, if it's gonna focus. And this one, I want to say is colour Orgasm, but it has actually lost the sticker. I just put a dot on the back of my hand, tiniest bit, and then I will use my finger for this one and just dab it into there and sort of just add a bit of colour to my cheekbones and take it up to the corner of my eye. Don't worry, this isn't how it finishes. So I'm just going to keep blending that with my finger, and it then gives a really nice glow to the cheek. And because it is the cream one, it does give a bit of radiance as well, so it does shine too. You can also use your beauty blender just to help out a little bit, or even a blush brush. So to finish this makeup routine, we need 3 steps, and that is 1 being mascara, an essential. Even if you don't have any makeup on, putting a bit of mascara on can really change your whole look. So I'm going to be going in with my eyelash curler first, and then I have got the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Push Up Lashes Mascara. So first up, I will just curl my lashes. You don't need a curler, this is just a little extra step. I do about 10 seconds on each eye, just to give my eyelashes that bit of volume. And then I go in with this. This one is a little bit of a strange brush. It's sort of flat, and if you cut your eye with it, it does really hurt. But it does really make a difference to the eyelashes. It's probably my favourite mascara. And I actually do go ahead and do my lower lashes as well. Sorry, I can't really talk when I'm doing my lashes. So that is it for the eyes, and already you can see that makes such a difference. This next step you don't necessarily need, but I'm just going in with the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter, and I have only actually just started using this, and it's really just to make sure all my brow hair is going in the same direction. It's not to actually make them look any different. So that's just a little simple step that you don't necessarily need. And to finally finish the makeup routine, a lipstick or a lip gloss. I prefer a gloss, and I've had this one for years, but I love it at the minute. It looks not a great colour, but it's a really natural colour, so that I have been using every day. It is the Me Luscious Lip Sheen. So that's what it looks like, and I think the colour is Pamper. That seems to Pamper number 1, if that's a thing. And I also love this one, the Dior Lip Maximizer, and that just gives it a bit of a shine, a bit of a shimmer, and it has got slight pink tinge too. So I'm going to go in with this one first. I'm actually going to put both on today. That way I can show you what this one looks like too. So it looks a bit purpley in the tub, but when you put it on, look how cute that looks. It's just so natural, so subtle, but it has that feel that you are wearing a gloss. And then if I just pop this one slightly over the top, you don't need to. It just gives it that little extra shine. So that concludes our makeup tutorial. I really hope you like that one. It's a very subtle glam look with a bit of a rose smoky eye. So if you do like this video, please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss any of my future hauls. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next video.